Hey y'all, it's Mishy, and I'm glad you decided to be here with me today because your girl is a whole vibe. I hope you love everything about your experience with me because I'm the bestie that you never knew you needed. We have some things to talk about, love, so let's get into it. Let's grab our favorite adult beverage because we are grown and we can do that. Let's grab our snack and let's have the conversation. Sometimes it's not a case of a hit dog hollering with something. When people say things that makes a person reactive, sometimes it's the fact that you are being really egregious in what you're saying, and the other person that is in your midst knows that you're really audacious in having the nerve to say that. It's like, wait a minute, you did so and so and so, and you have acted so and so and so towards this person in the past, and they've been quiet about it. They never put you on Front Street. They never made a ruckus. They've been pretty solid in the fact that they just been very, mature about it, and they've handled the situation privately or discreetly or whatever. And it was like, okay, let me just not hold any grudges. Let me let bygones be bygones. I'm not going to be dramatic about it or whatever. And you have the audacity to be like speaking out about something and making these think pieces and carrying on like you have the right to do that. And sometimes you can offend somebody like that. It's like you really got to think about these things. Like, you know how they have this saying, everybody can't be wrong? Yeah, sometimes that applies to us when we do things. And we have to sit back and think about things and take a look at ourselves and do the inner work. We have to do the inner work. Because I know that we as people are guilty of pointing fingers, right? But we don't want to take accountability when we should take accountability, because we're not always right. We're not always right. We are wrong. And we get it wrong a lot, y'all. We really, really do. And you have to think about the fact that you could be offending someone and that you could have done someone wrong and they just didn't say anything to you about it. That doesn't mean you didn't do anything wrong. They just didn't say anything to you about it. Maybe they didn't feel like it deserved energy. Maybe they didn't want to put their energy into it. Maybe they just didn't feel like you would learn a lesson from it. Maybe they didn't feel like you were in a space where you would be receptive of that particular message or receptive of their feedback that they gave you, if they gave it to you and told you how they really felt. Because I know one thing, especially with men and women, when a man is not focused on a woman or doesn't want a woman, he will not be receptive to what she has to say. He will not open up lines of communication. He will not be willing to hear what she has to say, and he will blow her off and brush her off because he has nothing invested into that woman and he doesn't want to hear it. So, of course, he's not going to listen. They don't, and this is true, men. You guys aren't great with communication with women that you actually love, much less women that you don't. So a lot of times we know that it's not worth the energy that we're putting forth to try to communicate with you how we feel about things, because we don't want you jumping up calling us emo or acting like we're stalkers or acting like it's more than what it is just by us trying to express ourselves. So I need everybody that is doing all these different think pieces and all these different, to do the inner work before you come and point fingers at other people, because you never know what somebody is going through, what somebody is experiencing while you're doing your little pieces and your monologues and trying to make somebody else feel like you're deep and enlightened when you got your own inner work to do. Stop pointing fingers, like Boyz II Men say. The blame is on you. Okay? It's not always the other person. Sometimes you're responsible. And sometimes things aren't always as deep as what you make them be either. Yeah, sometimes you be digging for stuff that's not actually there. So I just feel like this. We just all need to work on ourselves, do the inner work, and just have a little bit more patience with other people and have a lot more understanding with other people. Try that besides. So we talked and time was had by all. I definitely appreciate you taking the time to be here with me today. Make sure that you subscribe because you know that's free. Like and make sure you share this with all your friends. Go out into the world, do good things, and be good people. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.